Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday video update. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jared Bear. Today's date is Sunday, January 18th, 2026. Thank you so much for stopping by and indulging me for the next hour. If I sound different this week, it's because I'm a little under the weather with my sinuses again. I almost decided to go to urgent care to take care of the situation, but I figured, well, maybe I can just get some sleep and uh, wait it out and see if my conditions improve over time by getting rest and staying hydrated and eating chicken noodle soup, which I've gotten my share of chicken noodle soup. Uh, I'm starting to feel better. I almost didn't do a Sunday video this week, but I am here. Dad and Amy, they're in the kitchen if they decide they want to come out. And if they want to join in on the conversation, that'd be great. So there's a few things I need to go over this week. And I'm going to try to be as nice and as civil as I can be this week because last week didn't end so well, where I gotten into an argument with someone who didn't see anything coming a mile away, and they had to find out the hard way. But before I get to any of this week's discussion, I want to remind you that tonight at 7 o'clock is a Fox Sunday Flashback with Dan Richards. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 4 solid hours of classic rock, classic country, and southern rock, and all at your request. The number to call for that is 810-230-9777. There's my dad. Hello, Dad. And you can call in with your request. You can email the Fox Sunday Flashback, or you can message the Fox Sunday Flashback Facebook page. You can email Dan directly, flashback@classicfox.com. And he will play whatever, mostly whatever you ask him to play, but it's got to fit the format and the criteria of the show. And I probably should emphasize that more, considering that he's been getting requests for songs that don't fit the format of the show. But that is one of the big important aspects of the show, is that the song you request has to fit the format. So it is 810-230-9777. That is the number you call. You can listen from anywhere in the world. The link to that is in my chat. So because now the station, they have refurbished their website. So now when you want to click on Listen Live, now you have to go to the top left-hand corner of the screen. If you're using a desktop computer or a laptop, you click on that, and then it'll take you right to the Lightning player. And so we're going to, we got some comments from Chewing Off My Toenail, which he hasn't been in my chat in a while. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, kids. Dogs. All right, kids. Go. So we're, okay. Amy, of course, she's standing right here. You guys can't see her. She's not on the camera, but hello, Amy. Oh, she's waving. You can see her hand. You can see. There you go. There you go. So, Chewing Off My Toenail has 5 comments this week. So, as soon as, we got a troll already. Okay. Bye, green beans. So here are the comments from Chewing Off My Toenail. Last night I took my toenails to the rodeo. When my toenail put on a cowboy hat, it meant business. My toenail threw a fit in the aisle at Kroger because I wouldn't buy it a Reese's peanut butter cup. Hey, now, although this is meant to be funny, it's not real, but in Toenail's defense, I would throw a fit if someone didn't buy me a Reese's peanut butter cup. Then he goes on to say, I went to the bar and a toenail stood tall and proud for my bacon mushroom Swiss. And last but not least, a mouse kidnapped one of my toenails, and I had to call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Toenails. Thank you so much as always for the humor chewing off my toenail. And this green beans, whoever they are, they've been blocked from my chat. So they'll come in with another sock account and they'll keep me busy for the remainder of this hour. So there were a few things I wanted to talk about this week. Someone, I have an idea of who it is, but I can't say for sure. They created a fake YouTube profile. It's called Jared as a Pred. Okay. Short for predator, by the way. Shows you the IQ of some of these people. They really aren't intelligent. So they went and they're stealing videos from this channel, by the way. And they made a music video, ChatGPT, and they put so much creativity into this video. And they're calling me a predator, this, that, and the other. And oh, Jared's on the list. Jared's on the list. They do this to get a rise out of me. And I'm here to say today with confidence, and I'll say it for weeks on end, it doesn't work. It didn't work. So here's the thing. When I offer positions and statements that are factual and they are concordant with reality, when they don't have a cogent rebuttal to my positions and statements, then they resort to coming up with sock accounts and saying that I'm a predator, I'm this, that, and the other. And this is supposed to insult me. It's supposed to infuriate me. But really what it does, it just shows that I have won because they have zero cogent rebuttal to my positions and statements. Therefore, they are conceited as such that they will create fake YouTube channels calling me a predator. I win. I live rent-free in these people's heads. I'm not upset. I will say, though, that the work in the video is actually pretty cool. I mean, I didn't think ChatGPT would give such detailed, information. I mean, there is a cartoon version of me where I'm sitting at the computer and someone busts through the door and I flinch like I'm up to no good kind of a thing. You guys got to go and check out the video. If it's still there. I mean, I did report it to YouTube, not to mention I reported it to a cyberbullying website, which they are run by the FBI, and I copied and pasted the URLs into the report. So whoever you are who created the sock account, you might get a knock on your door pretty soon, and it might not be pretty. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about me. I'm out here living my best life. I'm having fun, although I'm under the weather. Your videos didn't bring me down. All it did was demonstrate to me that I have won. Yes, I'm talking about that one, and it's funny that you would bring it up. Virtual fingers, huh? Yeah, I mean, I win. I live rent-free in people's minds constantly. So the position that I had made, or the position that I stand on and the foundation that I stand on is that talking to children, just generally talking to kids, carrying on conversation with kids, conversations that I do what? And it scares you? Okay, so I'm going to finish my point. Having casual conversations with kids, conversations that are non-explicit, non-suggestive, non-sexual, if you can have regular one-on-one conversations with kids, adults talking to kids in and of itself is not confirmation of pedophilia. You're just wrong. That is my statement. That is my position. People can't fight that. They don't have an argument for that. They live in a very small world to where, well, grown-ups talk to kids, so they, that just makes them pedophile by default. Okay, so tell that to your school teacher. Tell that to Police officers tell that to EMT workers, tell that to doctors. I'm sure they would love to hear your positions, and I'm sure they would appreciate you calling them a pedophile based on their career of choice. I'm sure they would love to hear your thoughts on this matter. Um, Virtual fingers, I don't know what you would be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. The only thing, Jared, can you give my friend a shout out on YouTube? He's called Coaster Harris. He really wants to be famous. May you give him a shout out? Maybe. Um, if I'm feeling up to it and if I have the time, because I have a lot of things to do this week. But back to what I was talking about, having a general conversation with a child is not confirmation of pedophilia. And then the subject was brought up, well, you probably didn't go to college. Well, guess what? That throws your theory right out the fucking window, because there are people who actually have gone to college and they haven't done shit with their lives. They haven't accomplished anything except wasting mommy and daddy's money, and then they come home and then they live in their basement doing nothing. And if you think that college is the pinnacle of wisdom and knowledge, then you should at least be wise enough to not go to college, because you're not college material. If that is your position, that, well, he didn't go to college, therefore he's not smart, you're weaker than I thought. You have conceived every point of every conversation, and I just think it's funny. And then to stoop so low as to come up with a channel, Jared is a pred. You really are the weakest link. It didn't affect me. It didn't upset me. Hell, I'm laughing at it, because anybody who then that because that is a point of which they have conceded any argument. They have lost. And I think it's hilarious that they will stoop so low. Oh, I figured that much. I figured that much. Um, but if this is the best you can do, you will always remain inferior to me. Always. So, let's see here. Mr. Boggs, yeah, it could be. Could be. But anyway, that was one of the points I wanted to get out. It's not fair, and well, you know what? It may not. No, actually, even though it may not be fair on me, the fact that they're showing me how inferior they are to me just makes it all the more wonderful, because they will never be on my level of intellectual thinking if that's the best they can come up with. Could be Brenner, could be. Brenner's a little shitbag, and if it's him, well, I mean, he'll be getting a knock on his door very soon. So maybe he will, maybe he won't. Oh, Jared, how dare you call a kid a name? How dare I not? I mean, that's still a conversation, right? Even talking about him or mentioning him or anybody, that's not confirmation of pedophilia. A shitbag is just a shitbag. And if that's their way of telling me they've lost an argument, then so be it. So be it. I win every time. I live rent free in their head. So if they want to keep stealing my videos and using it for their own whatever, trying to convince people, saying I'm on a list, hey, guess what? Guess what? Um, Here's an idea. If I'm on a list, I'll bring up a link to a website that'll show you who's on a list. And I'll put it in the chat so maybe you guys can look me up yourself. I'll play fair here. Oh, well, see, that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. I'm going to put a link in the chat. I want you to type in my information. And if I'm actually on the list, then then your point will be valid. So there's the link. Knock yourselves out. I'm not on any list. But if you insist on thinking I'm on a list, what do you mean don't click? It's not spam. That takes you to an actual account. Takes you, or not an account, it takes you to an actual website. And how, I mean, you're sad. You're just sad. If all you're gonna do is make fake accounts, you are sad. And I love winning. I love winning. It's so much fun to win. Well, if you're being legitimate, which I don't think you are, you say you love me, well, prove it. I had a feeling it was him. I had a feeling it was him. And now he's gonna come in here with a sock account. And guess what, Brenner? If it is you expect a knock on your door. Because not only does YouTube know it, but now people who work like cyberbullying and all that stuff, now they see your videos. Maybe they would appreciate all the time and energy you put into creating a video thinking that you're going to upset me or insult me or take me down. It didn't work because I'm always going to be up here. I'm always going to be superior to you. Always. So just keep it up. That's fine. So now that we've got that out of the way and I've wasted damn near 20 minutes with that, let's talk about the nonsense that's happening in Minneapolis with ICE. Now, I don't normally talk politics and I normally don't talk about things like this. So, but this is one thing that it's been on my mind. I have tried to make videos about this and I fall short. Either because I'm tired, I don't feel well, I can't speak, or some reason I always fall short. So today will be the day. Now, I watched the video. Now the New York Times put out a video where the incident with Renee Good was captured in different angles. And you can easily see that Renee Good in that vehicle, her wheels were turned away from the ICE agent. To the right, it was a 3-point turn. That ICE agent walked in front of her vehicle to the left side of the vehicle, which would be the driver's side. Her wheel was already turned. By the time she accelerated, his weapon was already drawn. And then he started firing at the car. Now, mind you, this ICE officer, just like this is a federal immigration and customs enforcement task team. They do not have jurisdictional control over traffic laws, meaning they can't pull you over for a ticket. They can work with local police if you are an immigrant and if you're here legally, they can work with local police when it comes to traffic stuff, but they themselves don't have the authority to control traffic. Now, Renee Good was not impeding traffic. Her car was on an angle. She told them to go around. They refused. So what did he do? He pulled out a gun and shot her. Now there's reports coming out where she was hit in the face and she was hit in the arm, hitting, different parts of the body, but she died ultimately as a result of the gunshot wounds. You cannot fire a car. You cannot fire a car. Holy shit. You cannot fire a gun at a moving vehicle to disable the vehicle. That is against policy. Cops even know this. You cannot do that. That's against policy. So that's a number one violation policy, or policy violation. I can't fucking talk today. That is a violation of policy there. You can't shoot at a car to disable it while it's moving. That's against the law. It's against policy. Number two, there was no reason for that ICE agent to draw his weapon because there was no lethal force being involved. She was trying to get away from the ICE agent. You can see this yourself. I don't care if you love me. You can see this yourself. There was no reason for him to open fire. Hello, King Bob. Hope you're doing well. And by the way, it wasn't justified for that ICE agent to shoot Renee Good. It was not justified at all. She was not trying to run him over. If you look at the video, his legs leaned into the front of the car. How's Phil McCracken? How the fuck should I know? I don't know who Phil McCracken is. Yeah, Phil McCracken, huh? That's funny. So, you were trying to be funny. I get it. Phil McCracken, I get it. So you can see all of this on video. It was unjustified shooting. The ICE agents are shot by ICE in her car. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, King Bob. It was unjustified. All these people who were saying, "Oh, he was in the right because she was what do you call that? Obstructing." She wasn't obstructing anything. The car was parked on an angle. She wasn't impeding traffic. She wasn't obstructing traffic. She was trying to get away, and she did. And yeah, even the local sheriff here in Michigan, in Genesee County, well, I don't live in Genesee County, but the sheriff in Genesee County, Chris Swanson, said that that was unjustified. It was, there was no reason for him to draw his weapon. The ICE agents are in the wrong. And now, and this is the funny thing, Jonathan Ross is the name of the ICE agent. He's whining and pouting and throwing a childish tantrum because, oh, he suffered internal bleeding. You know how I interpret that? You suffered internal bleeding. So in other words, you're trying to tell us you pissed your pants? You got a little trigger happy there, did you, Jonathan? You murdered somebody. You shot someone in the face and it was unjustified. And I hope you are held accountable. This garbage that's going on in Minneapolis. The mayor don't even want them there. The mayor doesn't want them there. The governor doesn't want them there. ICE, you know what? Fuck ICE. Get the fuck out of here. There's no reason why they're tear gassing children. Hey, you want to call me a predator? You want to say that I'm a bad guy? Why don't you start talking about the ICE agents who are tear gassing children? Why don't we talk about that? It's disgusting. That little baby almost died because of that. Yeah. Fuck ICE. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. So and that ICE agent was in the wrong, not just because he shot her in the face, but because you're not supposed to shoot at a moving vehicle to disable it. If you think a car is going to run you over, you're supposed to step out of the way of the moving vehicle. You don't walk in front of it. Willingly and knowingly walk in front of it, knowing that someone is behind the wheel of the car. Here in Michigan, we have what's called the Castle Doctrine. If someone was to break into my house with a weapon, I have every right to use lethal force against the intruder. And it's perfectly legal in the state of Michigan. It's called the Castle Doctrine. If someone comes in here with a deadly weapon, if they try to hurt me or my family, We have a right to use deadly force. Well, it doesn't matter. The point is we have castle doctrine in the state of Michigan where we can use deadly lethal force against an intruder. Now, if someone was to come up in my yard and steal something, doesn't matter what it is, I can't shoot them. I couldn't prevent them from stealing my property. No, you can't. It is against the law because human life is more valuable than property. Human beings aren't property. So if I was to even so much as point a gun at somebody for stealing something off my property, I couldn't shoot at them because I could get in trouble. However, if the item that they stole, depending on the value of the item, they could be charged with a felony, depending on the value of the item. So there's a lot of, it's kind of the same thing. Like if I walk in someone's house, take something, and then walk away, they can't then open fire on me. That's against the law. They can't do it. If someone comes in here, and Dad mentioned we have pit bulls. However, if someone was to break into this house and they got bitten by one of the dogs, they could sue us for dog bite. Although they shouldn't be stealing in the first place. But you can use lethal force, lethal deadly force against intruders who are here to hurt you. You have that right. In Michigan, it is called the castle doctrine. So, no, I didn't get a haircut. So that was number 2, what I wanted to talk about this week. Something else interesting happened this week. President Cheeto in charge visited the Ford Motor Company in Detroit. And there was a worker who called Trump a pedophile protector. And, well, if no one cares, then you can get out of my chat. So, goodbye, Lalo. So, back to what I was saying. Trump, okay, President Cheeto in charge, visited the Ford Motor Company. There was a heckler, one of the workers, who called Trump a pedophile protector, and Trump flipped him off and said, "Fuck you." Well, at last check, now I haven't read any updated information on this yet, but the worker was laid off, which I think, the Ford Motor Company, they are in a position, if they find that to be something offensible, because it could be a bad reflection on the company, they're going to lay off that worker or suspend the worker, which I think he was suspended. I don't think he was laid off. He was suspended from his job. But now Cheeto in charge wants to sue this guy who called Trump a pedophile protector. So does that mean, well, that's another proponent of that. But now, does that mean that Trump is actually going to release the Epstein files? If it bothers him that much that someone would call him a pedophile protector, does that mean that Cheeto in charge is actually going to release the Epstein files? I call him Cheeto in charge because he's just as orange as the windsock on my pole outside. I mean, you're going to sue me now because I called you Cheeto in charge? You're a fucking Cheeto. So I'm just curious. I'm just curious now. Well, you're saying Epstein files was not on my 2026 bingo card. Yeah, but it makes sense, doesn't it, King Bob? If you're going to sue someone who calls you, Trump is going to sue this guy who called him a pedophile protector. Well, then prove this guy wrong. Prove to this guy that you're not a pedophile protector and release the Epstein files. Right? instead of suing him like a pretentious man-child, release the Epstein files. Sounds legit to me, you know?
Why he ain't releasing them, Jared, is because he knows he's going to get in trouble.
He won't since he's in it. Could be. Jared, I'm begging you, please, more ASMR videos. I fall asleep to them. Go, you know. So this is what I think about some of you people in my chat. You come in under different names. Well, I know King Bob because King Bob comes in every week, and King Bob is cool. So all you people who come in under different names, why don't you ever put videos out showing your face? See, if you really have something to say, make yourself known. I'll tell you in a video like this or any other video on my channel. I don't need to hide my face. I don't need to disguise my voice. I'll tell you you're a worthless piece of shit, and I won't need to hide behind a sock account. I'll just tell you you're a worthless piece of shit. I'll say it in a video out into the open. I'll tell you that all day long, that you are a worthless piece of shit. I don't need to hide. Jared, I've been posting for the past 3 years. I'm no alt account. No one said you were. So is that a guilty conscience? You got a guilty conscience here, don't you, Go Banana? You guys are hilarious. Do you really think for 1 second that your remarks are going to deter me from coming back to YouTube? Not a chance. When you resort to this, again, like I said at the top of this video, when you resort to making sock accounts just to say things that, and how do I know that, Virtual Fingers? How do I know that you're not double browsing? How do I know that you're not the same person under 2 different accounts? I don't need to check anything. If you have something negative to say about me, use your actual face and your voice. Don't hide behind a screen or a sock account like a coward. Just say what the fuck you need to say, like I do. I don't have a problem telling anybody like it is. And if you have a problem with that, go cry to your mommy. I don't care. If you don't want to be cursed at, then don't be stupid and don't give me a reason to curse at you. Well, my mom's gone too. It is just when you go low and make fake accounts just to say stupid stuff about me, you're only demonstrating to me and the rest of the world that you have lost. You don't have a cogent rebuttal to the things that I have to say because you know I'm right. You know I'm correct in everything I say. Especially with, talking to kids, like grown adults. I have nieces, I have nephews, I have cousins. They're all minors. So if I ask them how their day was at school, or if they come up and give me a hug, which they do on occasion, they come up, give me a hug, say, "We missed you, Jared. Hope you're doing well." Does that confirm pedophilia? I don't believe it does. Because I can actually talk to children. I mean, children are still people, right? They're still people. So what's the issue? It's not pedophilia. It doesn't confirm pedophilia. It is just it is a person's lazy, sloppy thinking. I have a question, Jared. Would you feel more anger if people started calling you a trafficker, or you'd feel the same amount of anger as to being called a pedophile? Well, here's the thing, King Bob. even with that being said, they would have to demonstrate the truth of what they're saying. If they're making a claim about me, they better back their shit up with proof. Jared Fogle? Okay, and that comment will get you off my channel. Everybody say goodbye to Virtual Fingers. Everybody tell Virtual Fingers he can piss off. And by the way, Jared Fogle is currently in prison for actually doing the things that I've been accused of. Yeah, so Virtual Fingers is gone. It might be Shitbag Brenner, for all I know. Oh, if it's a kid, you just called a kid a shitbag. Yep, sure fuck did. Because here's the irony. I want you to think about this. You have somebody who's coming at me, giving me shit, calling me pedophile because I talked to a kid. The irony of a kid getting my attention and getting pissed because I talked to a kid. Make it make sense. Do you see the hypocrisy there? Do you see the hypocrisy? Someone tell me that you see the hypocrisy with that. It is just obnoxiously stupid. But see, they're trying to get a rise out of me. They're trying, and it's not working. I'm better than that. I'm above all that childish, mundane crap. I'm above it. And I'm above anybody who makes a fake account just to tear me down. I'm above it. I've won. And they know I've won. They just won't admit defeat, because then that would make them look bad, and that would make them look like the cowards that they continuously prove to be. What are you looking for? So keep coming at me. Keep it up. Keep it up, because you're just giving me something to do when I'm not busy doing other things. You're just making your situation worse. And it's incredible. So one thing we haven't talked about yet are plans for the week. Shrine Circuses is coming Friday. I think they're in Flint right now. I think they're in Flint at the moment. They will be coming to Saginaw starting on Friday. And I got tickets right here. Shrine Circus, Dow Event Center. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. I'm still under the weather. I'm still coughing and clearing some things up. But this Friday, Shrine Circus in Saginaw, 7 o'clock. Yep. Tickets are tickets are still available.
Get them because it's a lot of fun.
Doors open at 7. Are they a music band? No, it's the circus. The Shrine Circus. Yep. No, it's not a band. That's not the name of a band. It's a shrine. It's a circus where they have clowns and cotton candy, face paint, things like that. I think they'll have elephant rides this year. Pony rides. Oh yeah, they have, they do a bike giveaway. They have a bicycle giveaway, and oh yeah, for one boy and one girl, they have a bicycle giveaway. I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh, that's better. And the reason I go to the Shrine Circus is because our uncle was a Ringling brother in the Barnum and Bailey Circus many, many, many years ago. It was actually one of my Fun Fact Friday videos over on the Jared Fuller Show. And it's true. He was a Ringling brother and a circus clown, and he did all kinds of cool stuff. He was an acrobat. He walked a tightrope. He did flips over school buses and all that. He was really talented. He looked like a clown even without the face paint. That's what I was told. Mm-hmm. Our Uncle Clement Fuller. But I go for that reason, and you know, it's for charity. And yep, yep, that's why I do it. I do it as for charity. That's why they come to Saginaw and Flint. But yeah, the Shrine Circus, it's an actual circus. It's not the name of a band, King Bob. Oh goodness, guys, I am so sorry about that. So did anybody click on that link that I posted in chat? Because Hyperstation says don't click. Well, you probably should click. Which, by the way, Hyperstation is also no longer in my chat. Go Banana, I don't. Yeah, you should. Type in my name in the county that I live in, which is Saginaw, by the way. Saginaw. That's how you spell Saginaw. Enter my name. And if you find my name on that list, make a video. The link is no longer there. I never removed it. Scroll up in the chat. And if you find me on that list, you make a video about it and include your face. Include your face so that way I know who's making the video. Because you know, you don't want to think that I think you're a coward. So at least make yourself known. I'll put the link in the chat one more time. So here we go. Okay, here it comes. There you go. It's in chat. Goodness. If my name appears on that list, then you'll have a case. Make sure you spell my name right too. Jered. There's no A in my first name. Because everybody gets it wrong. Uncle Rick called me J-Rod.
Hey, nobody out there.
No one's outside, guys. Hey, 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 hey. White boy, Luna. No one's outside. I'll check the camera. No one's out there. Yeah, it's supposed to be brutally cold. Brutally cold this week. Brutally cold. It's supposed to be down in the single digits. So Go Banana says, I can confirm Jared is not on the list.
There you go.
Thank you. Never. I don't know why people think that. Because they're lazy and stupid and don't know how to verify information for themselves when the general public can see it at any given time. They just like to make things up because they're weak. Now, see, you don't have anything to worry about because I make shout out videos. Because I make shout out videos for kids' channels on the Jared Fuller Show. It does not. It is not confirmation of pedophilia. It is called doing something nice and trying to set a good example to do the right thing for other people, to do nice things for other people. If you can't see that for what it is, that's your problem. That's not mine. See, I'm going to be 40 here in July in about 6 months. I'm the last of a generation where our parents taught us that you should always want to help somebody. no matter how big or how small the gesture, you should always want to help people. I come from that generation. This generation lacks empathy. This generation lacks the need to do good deeds. This generation is so entangled and intertwined in their own bullshit that they think the very first negative thing that comes in their mind, oh, well, this guy does shout out videos for kids' channels. He must be a pedophile. You are lazy and stupid in your thinking, and you are not intellectual at all. You are never going to be on my level of mature thinking if you posit that as pedophilia. It is just, it's lazy. I don't know what else to add to that other than it's just lazy thinking. And it's like low IQ thinking. You know, that's like saying someone who talks a lot about bank robberies. They're going to act that they've actually done it, or they're going to go out and do it. It's remarkably just arrogant and ignorant and lazy and stupid. Just got some food for the Jared live stream. What does that mean? It's when you get people like this, and I'll say it again because I think it bears repeating. When you get people, when you're right about something and they know that you're right and they're going to resort to name calling, that is a point of conceit. That means they've lost. They have nothing to offer up in response. They don't have a cogent rebuttal to your positions and statements. So therefore, they're just going to call you names because they've got nothing else. At that point, that just shows you it's a demonstration that they've lost. They lost the argument. There is nothing more to add. They can't defeat that. They don't even feel like shit. They are shit. Because when they resort to name calling, that tells you how much of cowards they are. And they don't even have the balls or the backbone to show their face or their actual voice. Now, there's a reason I don't use profane language on the Jared Fuller Show. There's good reason, because I want it to be a respectful channel. I exercise restraint when it comes to profane language because I want for everybody of all ages to come to that channel. They come to this channel, they know farewell before they come here, prior to coming to my live stream or watching any of my content, they know that I use profane language because there is a disclaimer on the homepage of this channel. They are aware. They know ahead of time. But when they come in here like they did last week and whining because I said the fuck word, and now, by the way, there's an age restriction on that live stream, which is why it doesn't appear publicly, because I guess I used the fuck word too excessively. But I'm going to read this to you so that way everybody knows. If you missed it, I'll read it to you. Disclaimer: this channel contains content that contains vulgar language and is not, in all capital letters, suitable for children. Not suitable for children in all capital letters. Viewer discretion is advised. It is on the front of this YouTube channel. I am a Wilms tumor nephroblastoma kidney cancer survivor since 1989. I was born in Owasso, Michigan. My hometown is Chesaning, Michigan. I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor in Owasso. My battle was at Sparrow Hospital in Lansing, Michigan. I write journals, poems, collect autograph photos, and on occasion make random videos. It's a channel of pure randomness. My nickname is Jer Bear and derives from my battle with Wilms tumor kidney cancer. If you'd like to contact me directly, reveal the email address. You can do it only on a computer. This channel, and I even put an extra disclaimer at the bottom of that paragraph. It says, disclaimer: this channel contains language not suitable for children or hypersensitive pearl clutching adults. If you can't take the heat, stay out of my kitchen. Mature adults welcome. Why is that so hard to understand?
They don't understand that, then they, yeah.
If you only own one channel, go, why does it say on the Hyperstation channel description that the Hyperstation channel is owned by yours truly, Go Banana? Way to keep them on their feet, King Bob. Vulgar like vulgar display of power. No, vulgar as in saying the fuck word. Which on this channel I do. It's actually one of my favorite words. I love saying the word fuck. I probably say it more than anybody I know in my life. And it is just my favorite word. It's not every other word when I use it. It is on occasion. Or if I'm quoting someone, I'll say the word fuck. Bro ain't tapped in on Pantera. Whatever the fuck that means. The fact that the viewers went down after it got age restricted is crazy. That means half the people are under 18. Yeah, exactly. So why, knowing farewell, and I just read the disclaimer on the homepage of my channel, why still come here?
You know that, and you're going to start trouble with it.
If you know that you're going to hear profane language and it somehow ruins your day, why the fuck do you come here? No, it doesn't. Or if it does, they probably want me to get banned because I'm the only person who likes Jared. That's not true either, Go Banana. I have lots of friends, and that's another fallacy that you can't back up with proof. So now this is why, Go Banana, this is why I question you. Because how do I know that you're not the same person under a different sock account? And now you're just trying to make up. Now you're trying to be the friendly type. I think you're reeling me in. I think you're being deceitful. So you want to clear that up? We got 8 minutes left in the show. I'll give you an opportunity. And furthermore, Go Banana, why don't do you have any videos with your actual face and voice in them? Here, I can actually, I don't even need to ask you. I'll just look at it right now. And listen, Jared, I'll leave for now. Yeah, of course you're going to leave for now. Of course you're going to leave for now because I just caught you. I just caught you, you deceitful little bitch. Go Banana. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. This is awesome. You don't want drama? Too late, motherfucker. Too late, motherfucker. You're already here, causing the drama. Someone caught you. Someone caught you. So why aren't there any videos of your face, coward? This is great. I love this shit, man. I live for this shit every week. Now I'm going to look forward to coming back every week just to deal with dishonest trolls. It's the same person with a different sock account because I don't want people seeing my face on the. Well, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? You don't want people seeing your face on the internet? Why? What, do you have something to hide? What are you hiding from? I'm coming to you every week with my face and my voice, although granted I'm down under the weather, which means that my voice may sound different on occasion when I'm not feeling well. However, I don't run, I don't hide. You just prefer not to because you know you're going to get caught. You know you're going to get caught. That's why you prefer not to. Because I don't want people seeing my face on the internet. Well, it's the internet, dude. It's YouTube. He interacts with your audience, Teddy Galbert, and he has a suspicious channel. I'm warning you, Jared. Oh, Jared, I don't want drama. I'm not one of those people. You know what? I actually have spoken with Teddy Galbert directly, and I called him out on it. And I said, now, why don't you show your face? Why don't we ever get to see your actual face and hear your voice? And the fact that he fought me on that just tells me that he's hiding something. If you're on YouTube, YouTube is meant for this. If you have a channel, people should get to see who you are. They should get to learn about who you are. They should get to learn about your values and the kind of person you are. Don't you think you owe that to the people that are subscribed to you? Because that would offer some kind of peace of mind, would it not? I would like to think that maybe if I'm telling you and sharing bits and pieces of my life with my subscribers, that should give you a peace of mind. I'm not hiding shit. And just saying, well, I prefer not to. Well, guess what? If you're a grown adult pretending to be a kid, that's a problem. And we'll have you looked into. We'll have you investigated. You're warning me? Okay, let me look here. Bro, it's concerning. Watch Teddy Gilbert on YouTube. It's concerning. Yeah, we should confront Teddy. I have confronted Teddy, and he fights me tooth and nail. Now, there is no community guideline rule saying that you have to show your face. But if you don't want people thinking that you're trying to be deceitful and engaging in skullduggery by claiming that you're someone you're not, showing who you are will help you tremendously. I'm not an adult, but I'm not like 10 years old either. Maybe he's the one who was making the sock accounts because you confronted him. I enjoy your streams. Go. I don't think he was talking to you. It's anybody. Anybody. See, and this is where it becomes a problem because if you don't show who you are, your actual face, if you don't let people hear you, if you don't let people see you on YouTube, that's where you run into problems. Because if they're trying to be deceitful and they think that they're being strategic by not showing their face, that presents a problem. I've got nothing to hide. Yeah, my daily rant recordings are just recordings of my face or my voice. I mean, I'm sorry. They're just recordings of my voice, audio recording, because I don't feel like getting out my phone and trying to find a good spot with a good background to talk like this into my phone. Oh, that looks, yeah, I've had this case for a while. Um, and it's just, I'm consistent and transparent with who I am, my identity, who I am, what I'm about, what I do. I don't hide anything. I don't alter anything. And I sure as hell don't need to make sock accounts to get back at somebody. I'll do it right here, front and center. Because unlike most people, I have the spine and the balls to do it. So if you're someone in my chat or elsewhere, you're just you're a sock account and you refuse to show your identity and show your face and to let us hear your voice, that instantly becomes a problem, even if it is your choice to not do it. It's one of those things where if I'm attacking someone or their stupidity, if I call them out, I do it all right here because you know it's going to be the same person each and every single time. I show you my face and I let you hear my voice because I'm not hiding shit from anybody. This is who I am. I am a child of cancer survivor. This coming March will be 37 years since I've been diagnosed. I'm still doing great things. I'm still doing big things, and not even a troll on YouTube is going to stop me or deter me from doing such. I will continue to do what I do. I will continue to be the person I am. Nothing or no one is going to stop me. Death alone will stop me, but that's probably about as good as it gets on that. You'll have to kill me. Oh, I'm sorry, unalive me, because we don't say the word kill, I guess, for some reason. But I this has been an incredible week. This past week has been just astronomically. I don't know. People think they're getting a rise out of me. They think they're hurting my feelings by insulting me. The fact that I'm a jackass. Who's a jackass? Oh, okay. Oh, what we have here, the hyper station description says it's owned by yours truly without a name. Gogo, did you remove Gogo Banana? Think they're proving my point, King Bob. But listen, guys, it's already 4:00. Dad, anything you like to add before we go?
Just be safe and
King Bob is not a sock account.
be safe and keep warm, people. Yep. Be safe.
He's been leading me on. I don't think so.
Peace out, be safe when you're traveling.
Amy says, peace out, be safe in your travels. Dad says, what?
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Yeah, it's going to be brutally cold. So you guys, even the trolls, you guys have been awesome. I've been here for over an hour. Whenever you see nonsense on YouTube about me, just know that I'm laughing behind the scenes. Okay, you're done. Keep quiet. Now you can keep quiet and get the fuck out my chat. So just know that when you see, because now they're making remarks at Amy in chat, saying Amy reeks of poo. Oh, yeah? Really?
I'd like to know who that is.
Someone named Keep Quiet VR. Well, they've been blocked.
Who told you to keep quiet?
No, the name is Keep Quiet, and they said that Amy smells like shit. Well,
That's what they say.
well, do you know Amy personally to make that comment? Oh, wait. They're being kept quiet because I blocked their sorry bitch asses for the comment they made. But again, back to what I was saying. If you see anything about me on YouTube, I want to say Facebook. If you see anything about me on YouTube or even Facebook that may be against what we talk about, or someone's just being, trying to trick you into thinking something is horrible or something bad about me is actually going on, don't be alarmed. I'm not. I know my worth. I know my character. Most people, I have lots of friends from all over the place. We keep in communication daily through text messages, Facebook Messenger. We keep in communication. It's there. I don't have any criminal backgrounds, although I've been arrested once, but not for a criminal charge. I'm not a criminal. I'm not on any list, as you've all been able to verify yourself. Whenever you see, I feel disrespected of the channel you just blocked. How dare he call me whoever Brenner is? I am an adolescent. I feel disrespected of that VR dude. Well, VR is gone, King Bob, and he can kiss your ass as well as mine, and as well as Amy's, for saying what he did about Amy. You're not gonna disrespect people in my home, because your ass will be history as quick as you came in. They won't. They won't, because they're cowards who come in
Hey,
and
Jack,
say stupid shit.
I got a question.
What?
This dude has not even been around me. How does he know I'm a stinky ass?
Yeah, he says you reek of poo.
Yeah.
Those were his comments.
How do I reek of poo?
It's just a troll, Amy. That's all it is. It's just a troll. It's a nobody. It's a low life loser ass piece of shit who comes into people's chat logs and. But see, that's why. Listen, that's why they say it, because they know they're going to get a reaction. Well, my reaction is you've been blocked and you're never coming back. Oh, I'm sorry. Come back under a sock account so I can block and ban that too.
So what did it say about me?
Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
you're the good guy. Just me and Jared, they're back.
But anyway,
That's all right. It's 4:01.
Don't be alarmed. If you see anything on YouTube, just report it. If they're bashing me or cutting me down or saying anything, just report it. If you feel inclined to do it. Again, when people are defeated because they have very small brains, they don't think on broader scales. When they are defeated, they're going to resort to that. Expect that to happen. I'm above that. I am superior over anybody who creates a fake account just to attack and belittle. They're not attacking me in any way whatsoever. They can say whatever they want about me, but I shrug it off. I laugh. I think it's incredible that they invest so much of their time and energy and effort, and they devote so much of their time and energy and effort to me. I'm special. They love me so much that they use all their free time to, you know, I get to live rent free in people's minds, baby.
Ain't got nothing better to do.
I get to live rent free in people's minds, and they're not even going to evict me. That is so awesome. Life is good all the time. So go ahead, say what you want to say, but at least have enough spine and balls to include yourself in the videos or in the things you say. Otherwise, we could just write you off as a loser, troll, coward, which is also probably a more viable option. But I'm going to sign off. I got things to do. The Fox Sunday Flashback is tonight with Dan Richards, 103.9 The Fox. The link to that is at the very top of this chat. King Bob, you should be able to find that if you want to listen. Anybody should be able to find it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and indulging me for the last hour and about 7 minutes. I'm going to try to get myself better. I'm still under the weather. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually be able to do a Sunday video update today because of my voice being the way it is, but it actually turned out to be better than I thought it was going to be. And it's great. I'm having fun. So please don't worry. Don't let people get you down because they attack me. I've been through far worse things in my life than dealing with online internet trolls. I beat cancer when I was 2 years old. These guys got nothing on me. So I love you all very much, and I'll see you next week. Thank you to King Bob and chewing off my toenail for the most part, because I think all the others like Virtual Fingers and all these other people are just, they run when they're pressed. So I'm out. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.